Alright, the way we're going to break this down is from shoes to head. So we're going to go shoes, hips, hands, head. Alright, so let's look at his shoes first. Okay, his first step is to the outside, a little bit of a misdirection. And then his second step is the actual penetration, an outside step to the opposite side. So he steps away from the side he's attacking to misdirect with his feet, then outside steps back to the other side. Now let's take a look at his level change real quick. His feet are really wide, which means he's pretty low. The wider your feet get, the lower you're going to be. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do a split and be taller. It's impossible. So he's splitting his feet wide. He's dropping his butt like every good level change. And the other thing he's doing is going chest to thigh. This makes his opponent's hands slip right over his back. Alright, so watch it one more time. So he's misdirect stepping, taking an outside step, chest to thigh, feet wide, butt drops. Now as he penetrates in, his chest and hips are going to come up and in, just like most good leg attacks. And he's looking to step his outside foot up to finish as fast as he can. Let's move on to his hands. So typically his right hand, which is his far hand in this clip, is just going to stay down by his side, not do a whole lot. His left hand's the one that gets the guy to reach. So he just like fake touches, which is underrated as a setup in general, I think. He taps his shoulder and does this big windmill swing with his arm. Now, this does two things. The first one is makes the guy's hand miss. Alright, he has no arm to grab onto. If he were to bring his arm straight back, the guy might could slip an underhook in. This prevents that. He can't catch his elbow, he can't catch his shoulder, he can't catch his arm now. As it swings down to the bottom, he throws it forward to keep his momentum going that direction. Swing it forward. So it's up and over to make his hands miss. Then it swings forward to grab his leg, plus keeps his momentum going forward. Alright, now, his head also misdirects with his foot. It kind of follows it, so he steps his far foot to the right, the opposite side he's attacking, and his head also fades that direction. So he gets his head on the opposite side of the opponent's as he steps, and then that gets the opponent thinking he's going to the right just for a split second. And then as he steps his penetration step in, his outside step, his head swims underneath the guy's chin, and he's on the other side. One more time, because this is pretty important. Misdirects with his foot and his head. They both go to the right. His head swings under the guy's face or chin, going back to the left. And he hits his nice penetration up and through to his finish. Alright, next outside step clip from the other angle. Looks pretty close to the same as the last one. We're going to get to see some different things here. So he's getting ready with his fake touch. Watch the other wrestler's hand. It's down right now. He reaches up, starts his windmill motion. There's his opponent's hand coming right up. Alright. Now this time it's more of a foot switch because he's leading left fairly hard. Both feet come in the air. Now his back foot hits first, and then his front foot to generate that forward momentum so he can get into him. Now look at that level change. That's pretty right there. So he's got super wide feet, still able to generate power, butt is low, chest to thigh. Alright. His opponent's hands are falling right over top of him. Drives to both knees, comes up, finishes that double leg. Now, this is a good angle to watch his head. So right now it's on the opposite side he's attacking, just like before. So he does his foot switch, Head still on the opposite side. As his back foot hits and he windmills his arm, it's going to roll right underneath his opponent's face to the other side. Watch which foot his opponent picks up first in this misdirection step. So his head and foot, misdirect. Opponent picks up the foot he thinks he's attacking. And then right here, he realizes he made a mistake and has to pick up his other foot, and he gets pretty off balance. All right, here's one more. He's a little bit far away here, but still gets the guy to reach. Takes his outside step to misdirect. Big windmill swing. Chest to thigh. Butt low, feet wide. Gets right underneath his arm. Misdirection step. Head misdirects with it. Slides underneath his chin. Outside step. Hips and chest come up and in. As his opponent makes a decent adjustment here. Swims back in front. Uguev says, I don't care, I'm going to grab your body and put you down anyway. One more clip. This time on his fake touch, he kind of touches his ear. He's like, hey man, you got a quarterback there, look. Swims his arm over. And then Atlee's like, wait, there's not a quarterback there. You're on my legs. Still misdirection with his feet. Outside step, head to the far side, rolls underneath his chin. To the near side. Big level change with his feet apart, butt down. Double knee slides in. Makes another little hop right here to fix his position. Comes up, lifts, goes to finish. Alright, so the key points here are misdirect with his head and feet. Gets the guy to reach by fake touching. Big level change with 3 pieces. Foot split, butt down, chest to thigh. And then that big windmill motion to make his arms fall right over top.